Ladies and gentlemen, something major is shaking inside Nigeria's military structure. And if you're not paying attention, you are going to miss one of the boldest power moves any Nigerian president has attempted in decades. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has just announced a massive recruitment drive into the Nigerian Army. But a lot of experts are saying this is not just about insecurity. This might be the beginning of a historic restructuring, a quiet but powerful attempt to shift the Nigerian military away from decades of northern dominance. So buckle up because in today's deep dive, we are breaking down the politics, the power, and the silent war happening inside Nigeria's most powerful institution. Well, let's talk about the announcement that shook the nation. The Nigerian Army is rolling out one of the biggest recruitment expansions in years. Tens of thousands of new soldiers are set to join the ranks. Officially, the reason is insecurity. Bandits, kidnappers, terrorists, and a rising wave of violence across the country. But here is where it gets interesting. When a government recruits this many soldiers at once, it's not just about numbers, it's about resetting the DNA of the institution. Let's not forget, Tinubu already shook the table when he sacked all service chiefs and replaced them with new ones. The message was clear: if you can't secure Nigeria, step aside. And now, with mass recruitment rolling out, Tinubu is not just changing the leadership, he's changing the entire foundation. A new chief at the top, new commanders, and now thousands of fresh boots joining the army under this new leadership. This is not a small reform. This is restructuring by strategic force. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. For decades, the Nigerian army has been perceived, rightly or wrongly, as being heavily dominated by the North. From the coups of the 1960s to the command structure of recent years, the North has always had a strong footprint in the military hierarchy. But this new recruitment wave, people are asking whether Tinubu is quietly trying to rebalance that power, not loudly, not through press conferences, but subtly through the recruitment pipeline. Remember, when you recruit tens of thousands at once, you control the demographics. A president can't change who is already a general, but he can decide who the next 30 years of officers will be. So how does this potential restructuring happen? It happens in four ways. Recruitment distribution. If more Southerners and Middle Belt youths enter the military now, the future balance automatically shifts. Secondly, if the new service chiefs run a merit-based and region-balanced promotion system, power will gradually redistribute. Number three, new brigades and commands. Tinubu can create or relocate commands into the South and Middle Belt, shifting military influence nationwide. Number four, generational turnover. The old guard retires and the new recruits chosen during Tinubu's era becomes tomorrow's leaders. This is how you can change an institution without declaring war on its history. Now, let's be clear. Tinubu hasn't stood on a podium and said, I am ending northern dominance of the military. He wouldn't dare. That will create political chaos. But when you combine the signs, complete overhaul of service chiefs, massive recruitment under new leadership, renewed focus on regional balance, public demand for fairness, and pressure from southern leaders, rising insecurity that justifies restructuring, you begin to see the pattern. Whether intentional or not, this recruitment wave will change the military equation. There are a huge potential benefits to doing all this. Number one, a more balanced army. Two, there will be more professionalism. 3, there will be reduced regional suspicion. And 4, a modern force not shaped by old ethnic politics. But there are also risks to this. Politicians influencing recruitment, that's 1. 2, ethnic backlash or fear mongering could result to effect of this. Number 3, sabotage within old networks. Number 4, rapid expansion without proper training. Number 5, corruption in the recruitment process. This is not a simple operation. This is surgery on one of the most powerful organs of the Nigerian state. Here is the truth many Nigerians don't talk about. Many southern Nigerians have historically avoided joining the military, and it's not because southerners are afraid. It's because the Nigerian army simply doesn't offer what southern youths want, especially at the lower ranks. Let's break it down. Poor pay. Junior soldiers earn very little. Number 2, poor welfare. Injured or fallen soldiers' families often struggle for benefits. Number 3, low prestige in the South. Many Southern parents prefer their children in tech, business, banking, or overseas pursuits. Number 4, cultural tradition. The military profession is more respected, encouraged, and embedded in Northern society. Meanwhile, in many Southern societies, sending your child to the army is seen almost as a punishment, not a career. So naturally, Northern youth fill the ranks, and as they rise over decades, the leadership reflects their presence. This is how imbalance grew. Now imagine this: welfare improves, pay improves, families of soldiers begin receiving proper benefits, accommodation improves, training becomes modernized. Suddenly, thousands of southern youths may begin to see the army as a viable path. And with this massive recruitment being the biggest intake in years, the question is Tinubu creating conditions that will attract a more regionally balanced intake? If yes, then within 5 to 10 years, promotion cycles shift, posting patterns shift, and eventually the command structure itself shifts. This is how you change an institution without announcing it. Now let's talk strategy. Tinubu is a political tactician. Whether you like him or not, he understands power and institutions. And the military is the most powerful institution in Nigeria. Here is what a lot of people believe. Tinubu may not be trying to weaken the North. Instead, he might be trying to balance the military so that no region holds overwhelming influence. And in politics, balance equals stability. By resetting command structures and opening the doors to thousands of new recruits and potentially improving welfare, Tinubu might be building a military that reflects Nigeria more equally, instead of a military where one region dominates officers' ranks while others dominate foot soldier. So what does all this mean for Nigeria? It means Tinubu is not just fighting insecurity, he's fighting for control of the future military power structure. And whether you support Tinubu or not, one thing is clear: this recruitment wave will shape the direction of the Nigerian army for the next 20 to 30 years. The big question now is, will this transform Nigeria into a safer nation, or will it open a new chapter of political power struggles? Only time will tell. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Tinubu is restructuring the military, or is this just normal recruitment? Let's talk about this. Thank you.